There are some people the world notices the moment they walk into a room. Then there are people like Anaya. The ones who quietly walk through life, hoping tomorrow will be a little kinder than today. My name is Victor. And you're watching Uncle Victor's Tales. Now let's begin.
In one of Mumbai's busiest neighborhoods lived a 16-year-old girl named Anaya. Every day, thousands of people passed her by without ever knowing her story. She wasn't loud. She wasn't popular. She was simply a quiet girl trying to find her place in a world that never seemed to notice her.
Long before the sun rose, Anaya was already awake. She swept the tiny apartment, prepared breakfast, packed lunch, and made sure everything was ready before rushing to school. While most teenagers worried about fashion or weekend plans, she carried responsibilities that made her grow up far too quickly. At school, Anaya blended into the background like a shadow. She listened carefully during every lesson but rarely raised her hand. Her classmates laughed together, shared stories, and made memories while she quietly watched from the corner, wondering what it felt like to truly belong. Every evening after helping her aunt finish sewing clothes, Anaya climbed to the rooftop. As the city lights flickered beneath the evening sky, she imagined a future where fear no longer controlled her life. Deep inside, she wanted only one thing: to believe she was enough. One peaceful evening, her aunt noticed the sadness hidden behind Anaya's smile. Without saying much, she reminded her that ordinary people accomplish extraordinary things every single day. Those simple words planted a tiny seed of hope that refused to disappear. A few weeks later, the school announced a storytelling competition. Excitement filled the classroom as students eagerly signed their names. Anaya stayed silent, convinced that opportunities like this belonged to confident people, not someone like her. Then something unexpected happened. Her English teacher paused beside her desk. The teacher had quietly noticed the heartfelt stories Anaya wrote throughout the year. For the very first time, someone saw the talent Anaya had spent years hiding from the world. That night, fear whispered louder than ever. Every excuse told her to stay invisible. But another voice, small yet determined, challenged those doubts. What if fear wasn't protecting her? What if it was only holding her back? The following day, with trembling hands and a racing heart, Anaya wrote her name on the registration sheet. It was only a few words written in ink, but for her, it was the bravest decision she had ever made. Every evening she practiced in front of a cracked mirror. Sometimes she forgot her words. Sometimes she became frustrated and started over. Progress came slowly, but with every mistake, the quiet girl grew a little stronger than she had been the day before. Competition day finally arrived. Standing behind the stage curtain, Anaya could hear the audience applauding each participant. Her hands shook, and her heartbeat echoed in her ears. For one brief moment, she almost walked away. Instead, she took one deep breath and stepped onto the stage. Her first words were soft and uncertain. But sentence by sentence, confidence replaced fear. By the time she finished, the room had fallen completely silent, not because people pitied her, but because every heart was listening. When the results were announced, Anaya didn't win first place. She finished third. Yet something remarkable had happened. She realized that true victory isn't always measured by trophies. Sometimes, the greatest achievement is becoming stronger than the fear that once controlled you. Months later, Anaya had become someone younger students admired. One shy little girl struggled with the same fears Anaya once carried. This time, Anaya didn't need perfect words. Her kindness, patience, and quiet example gave someone else the courage to believe in themselves. Confidence doesn't arrive overnight. It grows every time we choose courage instead of fear. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room to change someone's life. Sometimes, the quietest voices leave the deepest impact. And perhaps the greatest journey any of us can take is learning to believe in ourselves before asking the world to believe in us. If Anaya's journey inspired you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this story with someone who needs to hear it today. Thank you for watching.